All right, Coach, it was scoreless at the half, gave up a goal early second half, an own goal that could have folded, and then compounded with a PK. But I mean, your team showed a lot of fight. You got a great goal from Taylor Buccaro. I know you want the result, but just talk about the resolve your team showed.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those games where, we told them at halftime, we're trying to get through this hurdle of what we look like going into the second half. And, it came off a counter, off a corner kick, and, we kind of exposed ourselves a little bit. But, when they give up the first goal off an own goal and then moments later give up a PK, I'm really proud of the response of the team. There was 3 goals scored within 7 minutes of the second half. And I think to date, this was the most fight I have seen in our team when we're playing from behind. I think in the first half, we weren't as good as we have been in possession. I think we were panicking a little bit. We got a little bit too one-directional, one-dimensional. So we talked about that at halftime, and I think it got better in the second half. But I definitely think there was a lot more grit and grind to this game than we've shown in past games.
I mentioned that Taylor Buccaro had your goal. If you just want to talk about that, I mean, somebody here for the first time might be like, "Well, that came out of nowhere," but I mean, that's a shot we've seen almost score on before.
Yeah, Taylor strikes a great shot, and we're trying to loosen our players up in the attack. For us to put ourselves in a position to win games, we got to be willing to take risks, and she certainly did that. I mean, I don't know the distance, but that was probably from about 35 yards out. Upper 90, great hit, and I hope she walks away with a little bit more confidence. But it is something we've been talking to our players about. We want to, force the issue and put ourselves in positions to win games. And to do that, at times we have to risk, losing a game to do that. So.
And then at the other end, Lauren Cadell had 12 saves, and sometimes that can be misleading. Sometimes it's shots that aren't really struck that well.
Yeah.
It seemed like tonight, everything was struck hard. She was in good position a number of times, also had to make a couple tough saves. Can you just talk about that obviously every save she makes keeps it a 1-goal game for that much longer?
Yeah, I think Cadell was really clean today. I think in the past couple games she's, kind of strayed away from who she is, and we had some tough conversations with her this week, but I really think she was on point today. We did give up shots. I mean, we have been giving up quite a few shots in every game, but they are from distance, and we're trying to at least make those shots Cadell can save. But with that in mind, she definitely picked a few out that were heading for the back of the net to help keep us in the game. And, going down 2-0 early and then responding with a goal, I mean, this game could have really opened up for Eastern Michigan. They're a great team. But we definitely showed a lot of fight through the entire second half.
And I'm guessing now, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm guessing the challenge, you have a short turnaround. Another very good team, Western Michigan's here Sunday afternoon. And I know you talked a little bit last weekend about you weren't thrilled with how your team handled that. I mean, is that the challenge? You got to get ready to go play another?
Yeah, I mean, this year it's about the process. I said this early on. In every single opportunity, we're going to take away something from it. And whether that's breaking down one wall and trying to tackle another challenge, I think that's where we're at going into Sunday, is how are we going to respond emotionally, physically, mentally to prepare for another good team in Western. But with that in mind, we're going to keep fighting. I mean, this is a team that knows this is a process, and they know their involvement in the process, and hopefully we can just continue, grinding and battling through each game.